Sorry.
Azzy. Wow.
I
This
bet.
is from your classroom.
Okay.
Oh,
Don't cry.
All right, Azzy. Okay, something wrong.
We got you some stuff.
Because why?
Because of like how generous you are in everything you do. And everything.
What? No.
Huh? Because of what?
It's not how nice he is and how good a person he is.
And how you always helping people, right? Azzy. Wow.
I
This
bet.
is from your classroom.
Okay. Don't cry. This is nothing, Azzy. All the stuff you've done for everyone in this class, you deserve way more than this.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want Classic Games on MikeC.
And I'm Fred West.
Hey, from time to time, we have a whole lot of crap in the news, man. It's good to bring good stories to people, about, as far as human nature. It's our human nature to be decent and helpful to each other. That's the only way we can succeed. That's the only way we can get better as humanity gets better, So this is a nice little story. What's going on, Fred?
Now you see these kids in this video, and I'll share the link where you can see the whole thing. I commend these kids, and see, it's not a black or white issue; it's a human being issue.
That's right.
Now these kids was generous enough to take this kid that was, was going through some stuff, maybe some financial scenes. Well, his parents was going through some financial stuff. And, kids in school can be so quick to judge somebody if they don't have on the Nikes, if they don't have on the Reeboks, if they don't have on the Jordans. And they so judgmental. But what y'all don't know is these kids that don't have the fashion clothes and don't have the name brand clothes, their mind is going somewhere else because they are so, they're always getting picked on. Now, sometimes it happens two ways. Either they take that energy from being picked on and they exceed. And then a few years later, they walk inside your job. They got on the nice Armani suit. And then they're asking you, how much is the number 5 versus the number 2. It was like, yeah, I remember you picked on me. You know what I'm saying? So these kids, man, got together and brought this kid shoes and some clothes and stuff like that. And I really commend these kids. And they were white kids. I think there were some black kids in there. But see, there's a different community. And I don't care if y'all think this is racial or not, and I'm not beating up against black kids, but African American kids don't seem to do this type of gesture. Or I haven't seen it, or it hasn't been publicized. I'm just going on what I've known from being in high school and middle school and elementary school, stuff like that. But these are the type of actions that not only kids need to take, but every human being. You don't need to pick on somebody because they're less fortunate than you or different. These guys, I'm telling you, these kids that y'all think, that y'all pick on and you think are so different, look at where they'll be 20 years from now. A lot of these kids are smart as a whip, and they get picked on for that. They get picked on for being smart. How dumb is that?
That is stupid.
You're the dumb one for picking on them because they're doing the homework or they're smart. You know, they're not spending their money on Jordans, which he don't want you in his shoes anyway. You know what I'm saying? Instead of spending $200 on some shoes, they spending $200 on an education, which will pay off in the long run. You know what I'm saying? So these kids, you know, I tip off my hat to them, man. I like what they did, and I hope this spreads out, and even some adults can learn from this situation.
You're right. You're right. I don't know about other people, but me, it feels good to help people. You know, that's why we like to do the show as well too, man. To give you guys knowledge on what we see, different perspectives that usually are not given or taken. And it just feels good. It feels good, man. I really can't describe the feeling. It just makes you feel. It makes you feel happy. You know, makes you feel happy to help out each other. But you know, with so much hurt in the world and all that other stuff, man, it's good to see some happiness.
Yeah, it really is, man. But yeah, that. And then on this note, help your fellow man. You know. Don't put anybody down because they can't afford the fashion, the next fashion or the expensive stuff. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what's going on in their lives.
Correct.
And for you to take that negative energy, it's two ways that it can go. You can send them down a very dark road, or they take that energy and you elevate them as high as they can go because they got to prove you wrong. And then years later, you may see that person and you may be, in better words, messed up. Because this, like, say if you bullied a kid while he was in school, right? And then now 10 years or 20 years after that, you're going for this major job. And guess who's right there? Guess who's the CEO of the company that you're trying to
crazy like karma like that, but yeah. So like that does happen a lot.
And you already know you're not going to get the job. But he takes you through the whole interview process. Or he might be one of them cats that, okay, yeah, I'm going to give him the job. Either he's going to work the hell out of you, or he's going to, you know, be real nice and kind because that was his nature. And then later on in life, you're going to come back and like, you know, I shouldn't have treated that person like that. And that happens a lot.
Yeah, it does.
So y'all be kind, man. Y'all adults take notes from what these kids did, man, and put it in your lives. That's it.
So like always, guys, you hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's the Game Show for today. Don't forget to head to the Facebook store page to find low prices. Don't forget, hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe. Become a Gamers Club member.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamOS community and our website community where you can get some free stuff. So we'll see you next time on WWTF.
Facts.
The Gaming Show.
See you next time. Keep watching.